history part 1. I have uploaded it and you can see it, but the part 2 isn't uploaded yet. It will upload it in the tomorrow morning. So let's start the series. It actually means like here I am talking about World War II now, and I am also going to other videos about one series, the Battle of World War II. In this series there will be videos like World War II, World War I, the Hiroshima and Nagasaki, Japan, and nothing. This is the series. So let's start the series by World War II. And don't mind me, but there was also one global war called World War I. So let's start World War II. First, the war started at 1939 actually, but the actual date I know is 1938 when the Germans annexed Austria. So let's go to 1999 and see what happened. We have the German Empire, one of the largest superpower in history of Europe. I know it isn't accurate, but while making real map, it takes me time, so I'm not wasting your time was just doing maps. So I will just draw non-accurate one, but this is the real one. So for the defeat of World War I, the Germans had to pay approximately more than $1 billion, and the German Empire has collapsed and became the Weimar Republic after a Treaty of Versailles, and signed in 1991 after the end of the World War I. You see, the German Empire collapsed with less land. This Mars part was gone, and this, you see, was later gone. Guys, can you actually pause for a bit? So, you see, the German Empire has collapsed and many lands were taken by the Allies. Was it best for a bit? From this, the German Empire shrank to this, and it is not called the German Empire anymore. Don't call it the German Empire now. And this region was just separate from the mainland of Germany, was called East Prussia. Okay? Now man who wanted to become an artist became a horrific dictator. Yes. In the capital city of Berlin. And tell me now, but the Weimar Republic collapsed Germany. You see, the German Empire, the Empire of Germany has approximately collapsed. You see, these days the plates are sold for $10 and everything. At that time, the German currency was German mark. You see, and on the German mark, the bread cost approximately for a bread in today's days, and even expensive breads are not sold for that. and a man. And in 1993, came Hitler in power and Weimar Republic to this actually Nazi. This actually was there. The name is actually very dangerous, so I am not putting there. It is actually funny, right? From the German, they seems the German, the actual German flag was like this. But it is this one is actually dangerous. So when you use this bone one. Yes. Okay. Now let's go and see. And in 19, the German like expanded to like this. German like and controlled parts of Czechia. And then they in 1938 they controlled Czechia. Okay, from this part, Poland at that time was actually pretty small. The Polish army didn't even have one password. They still used horses for their military. The Germans thought, why we shouldn't use the Soviet Union for this? If you don't know Soviet Union, go and watch the Russian history, but don't go. I said don't go for the Russian history part. One first look at this, then you will understand. So the Soviet Union, they thought capture and have. And after the German like became this big from expanding to here. And they looked upwards to Norway and Denmark. Germans conquered Denmark in just 6 hours. And Norway at that time, yes, let us leave Norway. Okay. And I want to do something. I had a whiteboard, but I changed this. But the whiteboard was much better than this one. I could teach you easily with the whiteboard. But I will bring the whiteboard one day, okay?
Okay.
Okay, now there is the French. And it's the modern day French, you know. First, we need to know, before they captured before the Germans even captured this much territory, Hitler, when he became a leader, he did something. He took 5 million Jews. 5 million. 5 million plus. And he took them to concentration camps. And in the concentration camp, the Hitler killed all of those. And if you see, the World War II was divided into 2 parts. The Axis and the Allies. Then the Allies, this time were UK and France. Now let's look at America. In America, the America didn't want to join the World War, because in World War One they had a lot of things they happened, and they caused all great destruction. And that's going to as an Axis. In Axis contained Germans, Japanese, and the Italians. Okay, Italian is not important for you guys. So Germans at the France, you see here, was the Maginot Line. And if you look at the, let me make the French for easy to you. It can be easy. French, and there are other countries here. And now look, the French made their Maginot Line here to protect the Germans, because the Germans are invading countries by countries. And the France had to make here, so but they couldn't, because you see the plan, there was a large forest here, the Tunis forest, and the French thought the Germans wouldn't come from there. It is very hard. And they thought the Maginot Line, the Germans wouldn't come and go to there and attack from there, and the UK would come and they will defeat the Germans. But the Germans will think opposite. They separated the army in 3 groups. A, B, C. Now what's the plan? The B and C will go and attack at the Maginot Line and here, but what is the plan A is a master plan. Okay? They will go to this forest, and the group C, they are fighting there, and A will conquer there and conquer Paris, and France will be theirs. So Hitler wrote this plan. First, the group A, C and B attack the French, and the Louis Coast, and the plan A went from here. Okay, guys. The German and they conquered their 40,000 men. So there was only one way. This channel. Okay? They will go to English side to Britain. And through that became the Dunkirk. You can watch some movie. And there's a book of Tony Beaver, the Second World War related book, and you'll understand the whole World War. Buy the book and learn the history of World War. The Germans finally conquered France, and from here after this part was they conquered France, and let's move to ABC. Now Italy at the time. I can't talk about, but let us do it. Okay. In Italy, they were conquering Greece, but the Greece fought hard. wanted, and after the whole fighting was over, the Germans wanted to peace treaty with Britain. I conclude the Britain. Just I conclude it. So they will sign a peace treaty with UK. That Hitler would sign a peace treaty with UK for this separate period for and for the UK operation, but I made a separate period for that. England was a humongous country, so they planned Operation Barbarossa, and the plan was very simple. First, A will go, B, C, they will like the Soviet Union. And the starting of the video, I told you the Soviet Union conquered Poland. This much Poland was theirs. And the Soviet Union, the massive country of Soviet Unions. And nobody knew the surprise attack. So that. The Germans thought us captured the Soviet Union and Britain would lose to them. And the first they were very successful. I mean, very. They took this much of the Soviet land and the Soviets couldn't do anything. So that was in 1944 the Soviets conquered Polish and Israel different talk, because now it is the downfall of the German Empire. After that, the Soviets got back this much land, and in America joined the war, and the UK and America launched D-Day. They conquered this one. Okay? The World War II history is much longer than that. But for you guys, I'm making shortcut because I don't have time now, because I have a lot of work to do.
Thank you.
But I can make the video for you. So after D-Day, French was liberated and the German Reich was only this much small. Yeah, I'm no joke. You see the whole boundary over here was the German Empire, and now they control this much land. Even small now, Weimar Republic. After that, Hitler fired himself, and the Germans surrender. But Japan, they surrender, and I will make a chapter about Japan. And